Hey guys, it's Andrew from Team Victory Star. I'm going to profile the Night March Milotic list that I used at Dayton Cities to get second place. Starts off pretty self-explanatory. You've got 4 of each Night Marcher, 4 Pumpkaboo, 4 Lampent, 4 Joltik, Lampent obviously just a discard. Cool. 24 each Night Marcher in your discard. You guys know what the heck it does. There are 3 Shaman. Some people like to run 4. 3 should be enough. There's not much space for any more, so 3. You run 2 Phoebus. Probably should be the one that can actually attack in the deck, but oh well. And then 2 Milotic. You can use these to pick up whatever card that you need at the time. You can get a DCE from your discard. You can pick up a supporter. You can pick up a startling megaphone and really make Entei players upset. We'll talk about that later though. So yeah, I think the Milotic list is a little better than the Bronzong. It's more versatile. It doesn't suffer as much from Hex because your opponent doesn't necessarily know if you have it or not in hand. And lastly, I run 1 Jirachi. I haven't used this much, but it is a good wall. And you could discard your opponent's special energy, and then they can attack Jirachi. So it is a good tech to have. On to the stadium. No surprise, we ran Dimension Valley. Just 3, not 4. 3 should be enough. You can get it back with a Milotic and things like that, so it works. For the supporters, we have 3 Professor Sycamore. It's the only draw support we run. It's probably the best supporter in the game. Yeah, we run 3 of them. The 3 Shaman and the 3 Sycamore should get you anything you need. We run 2 Lysander. Night March is a deck that can pretty much one-hit KO anything, and Lysander makes it to where you can one-hit KO whatever you'd like. We run 1 Teammates. You're getting knocked out a lot in Night March. Teammates is a good card to play after that, so you can pick up whatever you want out of your deck. Maybe it's a DC, maybe it's a Dimension Valley, maybe it's a Milotic or another Night Marcher. So Teammates is awesome.
Sweet.
We run 1 AZ. If you have a Pokemon stuck in the active, you could pick it up. You could pick up a Shaman to reuse the setup ability. You could pick up a Milotic to either bench it onto another Phoebus or use it next turn. So AZ is good. And then we run a Hex Maniac. It disrupts your opponent's abilities, shuts off their Shamans, their Bronzongs, whatever else they might be using. If you're locked by a Vileplume, you can shut that off and hit your items.
And not cry.
Yep, pretty much. That's what.
For the energy, we are running 4 DCE.
We promised there's 4 there.
What? Yeah,
I said we promised there's 4. I don't know if they
and
saw
2 basic. Pick Lightning because you can actually in the mirror gnaw with Joltik.
Yeah.
And a Muscle Band to one-hit KO another Joltik. It also lets you attack with the Jirachi. If you don't have Dimension Valley, it helps you attack with Pumpkaboo as well.
So why lightning over psychic?
Or water.
So you can attack with Joltik.
Well, why can't you attack with
Play 2 basic energy. It doesn't really matter which, I guess.
Joltik. It does matter. You should play Lightning.
If you want to be cute, you could play 1 lightning and 1 psychic.
And you run 4 Trainer's Mail. Help you look through your deck to pick up your battle compressors, whatever else you might need.
They have to be gold, by the way.
They do, indeed.
Same.
4 VS Seeker, potentially the best card in the game.
Those also have to be
Pick
gold.
back your supporters, play them again. Using it a lot for Teammates, AZ, Lysander.
Sweet, dude.
4 Battle Compressor to get rid of your Night Marchers, get rid of your supporters, get rid of Dimension Valley in the mirror, get rid of dead cards so that you draw what you need. 4 Ultra Ball, obviously. Discards Night Marchers, gets Pokemon. 2 Muscle Band to help you knock out the Pokemon with bigger HP, or if you don't quite have enough Night Marchers in the discard, adds 20 to your attacks. And then we're getting to kind of the techie cards. You run 1 Switch, help you switch, obviously, if you're stuck in the active, so that you can attack. We run 1 Floatstone, same sort of thing. You're usually putting on a Shaman or a Milotic or a Jirachi. We run 1 Town Map. You can get in a lot of trouble prizing Night Marchers and DCs, and Town Map helps you pick out the right prizes when you need them.
Yep.
We run 1 target whistle so that you can abuse things like Shaman, or like I did
Hoopa.
Like I did in Dayton, you can abuse Mewtwo. So yeah, target whistle's great. You target whistle something up that you want to knock out, and then you Lysander it up.
And it also really makes your opponent mad.
It does. And then the last card also makes your opponent mad if you're playing something like Entei or Zoroark, or a deck that runs Megas.
Unless
you play the startling Megaphone.
That's why we play Town Map, though.
Take off their tools. This is a card that I was picking up a lot with Milotic. I played against Entei 3 times yesterday at Dayton, once in Swiss and then twice in the top cut. And I used Megaphone in every single game. In a lot of them I used it twice. So that is the deck. Yesterday in Swiss I went 3-1-1. I beat, what did we beat round 1? We beat Lucario Hammers. We lost to Lucario Hammers. Maybe some misplays. We beat Entei. We beat Mega Mewtwo with Zoroark because I was able to target whistle a Mewtwo and knock it out. There wasn't much he could do. I took 4 prizes off Mewtwo's, and then my other 2 I think were off a Shaman.
This is Mega Mewtwo Y, by the way, with Psychic Affinity.
Yeah, doesn't really matter. They both get 1 hit by a Bunnelby.
Got it.
And then in Swiss, yeah, my next round was an ID, so that was nice.
Yep.
Made cut, and I played against Houndoom, Bunnelby Mill.
You were 7th seed, right?
I was 7th seed, yeah.
Yeah.
Houndoom, Bunnelby Mill. My opponent actually had to take a round 1 game loss, but it really wouldn't have mattered. It's a pretty good matchup for me because of Milotic. You can just get back the things that they mill away, unless they get some really good mills off first. And with Lysander and stuff, you can knock out whatever you want. So it's pretty good. My opponent said he had tested against it 36 times and only won once. So it was pretty easy for me to win game 2. And then in top 4, we played against another Entei deck. Again, was able to abuse the startling Megaphone and won that one. And then in finals, I played Dustin Zimmerman, also playing Entei. Took game 1. Game 2 was close, couldn't get it, and then game 3 I just had some dead draws, and sometimes you can stall a few turns, but when you're playing against a really good player, dead draws aren't going to help you much at all.
Yep.
Not that they'll ever help you, but harder to recover. So that's how it went. It's a really fun deck. There is one slight change that we're going to be testing out. We really want to get Buddy Buddy Rescue into the deck. It's great if you have to like discard Milotics early. Or if you end up with no Night Marchers and no way to get one back with a Milotic, you can use Buddy Buddy Rescue. You could actually Battle Compress away a Shaman and use Buddy Buddy to get a Shaman that way. And going back and forth on the cards to take out for it, but actually going to be testing it with taking out a Sycamore.
So we're only going to be playing 2 now.
Yeah, we think that the deck can get away with 2. Keegan's list had actually been running 2, and he did pretty well. He actually beat me today. So that's what we're going to be testing out to get the Buddy Buddy in there. I think it's pretty important. I don't know if it would have helped me any yesterday, but I do think it will make the list stronger. So there it is. Thanks.